Oh, I love this.
Oh, I didn't see this yet, but I heard about it.
There's some deep resentment there.
And there's an update too after.
Oh, really? I didn't see this yet.
Yeah, this guy. And my favorite part about it is just when you look at it, my favorite part is like that smile he has on his face right here.
You can see it.
He's ready to go.
You can see it.
But he's just like, oh,
You
okay.
can see it. You can see it's locked and loaded right there.
He had it in the chamber. He went, oh, we're doing this live?
Yeah.
Cool.
Just get a paycheck for this show. You know, I think like maybe you should do this pro bono, my friend.
You know, last time I looked at my check, it's pretty close. So hey, I'm taking donations. Why don't you come up off some of that money you got since you're over there bragging about it?
I'm not bragging about it.
Well, I mean, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you rent your beach house out down in Florida during the hurricane? Or do I need to go on? How about your townhouse over in Buckhead?
Hey, what's going on here, Sam?
You want to call me out? I mean, come on.
I think
You screaming broke and hungry. Let's just see it. You know, I know what you have and where you live, young fella, so you need to stop.
I think we have snitches on the show today.
No, we
His
don't have
name
snitches. We
is
have
Sam
truth tellers.
Mitchell.
We have truth tellers, so you're the one who crying poor and destitute up here. When do I need to keep going on further, more and more? Or do you want me to stop right now?
Go to this game between the
That's what I
Sacramento
thought you should do.
Kings
I done
and
told
the
you, young
Golden
fella,
State Warriors.
you're going to stop messing with me on national TV. I done told you about that. Hey, do I need to give out the address? Because you're not at home right now.
Jesus Christ.
And then
What?
Well, they probably had
I
a
told-
conversation.
Rich in history of championships and now an Olympic gold medal.
3568 North Point Drive, Sandestin, Florida. You had the pool put in yet?
I think that's your house.
No, that's your house, Christian. Oh, that's your rental property house.
Why is he
There we
doing
go.
that?
All right, Warriors.
Boy, this game
Kings.
can't tip fast enough
We'll
for
be
you.
back at halftime and after the game as
That guy
well.
just said, you know what? I'm choosing violence
Warriors
today.
win.
Gave his address out?
yeah, on live TV.
Over what?
But I wonder what the beef is behind the scenes.
Well, obviously
Like,
there's
is that,
some.
he's like,
Well,
he's like, son, I'm going to tell you, quit fucking with me.
Yeah. That's what I think happened. Is that the guys? I think it's like, okay, so here's an
That's fucking
here's an
crazy.
ex like NBA coach. They make a lot of money.
Okay.
You know, they
All
make
right.
a lot of money. So the guy maybe had $7-8 million for 5 years.
That
in a
older
row.
guy's the ex-NBA coach?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then like this guy's saying like, you coaches make all this money.
Yeah.
And he probably always is digging at him.
Right. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And the guy probably told him like off air. It would be like off air. We're saying like, hey, don't talk about this anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. And we go, all right, I got you.
And you keep doing it.
Yeah, it's like Chris's nose. You know what I mean? Like one of
Guys, noses and ears grow and they don't stop growing as the
but
everything
anyway,
stops.
it's like that. And then the guy, and then he had one too many. So this was the one. The guy did it again,
And
the
he's
guy
ready
was
to go.
like, he was ready to go.
He's been thinking about this
That's
for
still
yeah,
fucking.
for-
Yeah, of course,
he's been
it's
thinking
not
about
right.
this for
Okay.
months.
It's not right.
Right,
I'm
right,
not saying it's right. I'm saying like it's like
That's
yo.
been brewing for months.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he's like, all right, today's the day. You know what? Fuck it. You want to do it?
Here's the only way I will accept that. Okay, is if the guy said, "I want you to stop bringing up how much money I make, and the next time you do it, I'm going to give out your address."
I think that's what happened.
If that's what happened,
I'm like, damn, bro.
If that's
Chill,
what happened.
Chill, bro. Come on. God damn, man.
Yeah.
But if that's what happened,
Poking some fun at you.
yeah, if that's what happened, then
I'm going to give out your address while you're not home.
No, but this is
Yeah.
you know what this is. Can I say something?
that's crazy.
This is one of the examples. You know how people always say like, don't let people push your buttons, right?
No, yeah.
And it's like they're pushing your buttons all the time, and then people always make it your fault.
Yeah.
They say, "Here, you let him push your buttons, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, sometimes, all right, yeah.
Bitch.
Go ahead.
Today's the day. Yeah, do it. Touch it.
Push that button
I
again.
told you several times.
I hate that so much because it's
They
like
play victim. Wow,
No,
what's
it's
wrong with
terrible,
him?
yeah.
Can you
It's
believe how he
terrible.
gave
No,
him his
it's-
address? I bet that
we don't
guy's
know
like,
what that young guy was doing.
But this is the internet too, though, man.
So it's out of
It's like when
context.
people go like, "Oh, don't read comments.
Yeah.
Don't
Right.
respond."
No, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's the same vibe.
Yeah,
it's the same
yeah,
vibe.
yeah.
So he's like, this guy is one of these.
Everyone has their
that guy's
day.
trolling him.
Everyone has their
and then
day.
he got upset.
He's an old head too. It's like, oh, cool. I'm gonna go nuclear, old
Yeah.
school on your
old
ass.
school.
Yeah.
Dude's like, yo, I told you, young fella. Anytime somebody calls you young fella,
They're coming correct.
you know what I mean? It's like, hey, dude, you know.
Young fella?
And this guy's like,
Huh?
what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
my thing is like, don't act like you
not
haven't
a
been
victim.
goading this
Yeah, yeah.
guy.
So
For
he
months,
gave him
probably.
the address out, which is weird because you could probably look that up anyway.
He
but
gave us rental property. Though.
yeah,
It's not like it's
still,
like-
still, that's fucking crazy,
Yeah.
dude.
He's like, you have that place
But
in
again-
Buckhead.
But now who's wrong?
They're both well. We know the old guy's wrong.
Right.
We don't know what happened, but I mean, I'm sure the young guy did some bullshit.
What I'm saying is, but the young guy didn't do anything that's like. Now the young guy could be like, man, this guy gave my address out, and now we're gonna be like, oh man, you shouldn't have let him get to you like that. You know, look what happened.
Yeah, it's fucked
like,
up.
It's messed up.
And that old guy's probably not savvy on the internet, but
no,
if
he probably doesn't even know.
He would probably put together a whole collage of him just poking.
But again, he should have just like. It's like after. As soon as you go to commercial break, you go like this. Hey, don't.
Yeah, you gotta chill out on that. Yeah, chill out. Yeah.
Don't do this thing. Or you go to you can be say to the producers.
Oh yeah.
Because you're not even you don't even have to get violent. It's an older man, right? He could just like cut. Commercial. Hey, talk to your boy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm telling you one more time.
And again, like Chris said, he said, "I'm gonna say his address."
No, well, that's the only way. It's like, all right, well then.
And even still,
and then then they moved on. He's like, then he was like, no doubt, 2557 North Pole Drive. You're like, goddamn, bro.
The way he did it, the game's going on, so it's almost like you can't even see them. And he was just kind of like still going at it.
Because that dude might have been like, that young guy, once it went off camera, was like,
this.
What are you going to do, old fuck?
Hey,
what are you going to do?
555.
Yeah. And he goes, yeah, I bet you can't wait to get through this game, Jeremy. He gave it as address. Goes, you can't wait to get through this game. You don't want to fuck with old heads.
Wait, I wonder what happened. What's the follow-up? Like, did they? Because if I'm the producer of that, part of me is like, well, this is great for TV.
Also, relationships fractured.
Right. Part of me be like, okay, we got to remove. These guys.
If you give someone's address out like that, you get fired. That's fucked up.
I don't know if they fired him because it's not like
they may not have.
It's not like you can be like, cut. All right, fellas, next Thursday. Like, no, it's over.
Yeah,
like the chemistry's gone. That old dude's not having.
Yeah, but the thing too is like when you with those kinds of shows, you have these guys like remember that shit that happened with Paul Pierce.
Oh yeah. What was that?
Yeah, it was something happened with Paul. But here's my thing.
He went live on Instagram and he had strippers.
I know, but here's my thing. You're Paul Pierce. You probably have, at minimum, $20 to $25 million sitting in accounts. Minimum. Just minimum, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you okay.
Right.
And you go into like a job and you're only doing it because everybody does it.
You want to stay relevant.
You want to stay relevant, right? But there's a part of you that's like,
fuck it. Right. Did you see what Paul Pierce said though when Shannon Sharp got busted? With having sex on air. He goes, "Let me get this straight. I get fired from ESPN for going live on Instagram and having strippers sitting next to me. This dude's on air fucking, and you guys give him a promotion." He goes, "That seem right to you?"
But does he work for ESPN?
Not anymore.
They both did, but Paul Pierce got fired.
No, I know that. So Shannon Sharp works for ESPN?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, wow, that's fucked up.
Yeah, but they fired. I still don't know what happened with all that because they fired Max Kellerman.
I fucking hate that.
But
shit.
Max Kellerman, I think they paid Max Kellerman and part of his severance package was you can't work on TV for 2 years.
Yeah, but you know why Max Kellerman got fired? Because Stephen A. Smith.
Okay, but he was not even with him anymore. But okay, so you got Jalen Rose is another one. They fired. What's the two? Mark Jackson and
I know.
And what's the
Van
other
Gundy?
guy?
Is it Van Gundy?
Van Gundy.
Van Gundy.
They got rid of
Van
those
Gundy
two
was
guys.
great. I know.
Yeah,
right, and it's just and then he just and then like and also because I look at Fox more than I look at ESPN now. They got rid of Michael Irvin. Okay,
who's great, but
he's on Fox now.
Yep, Michael Irvin got in trouble because
Paul Pierce is on Fox now. Who else? The two guys, the Michael
Ocho,
Irving.
that Ocho.
What's the guy? He was a receiver for Tampa Bay. He won a Keyshawn Johnson. He went from ESPN. He's working at Fox now.
Yep, they just bounce around.
Yeah, but it's like that. But Fox, but ESPN, that's vibe. ESPN is part of that whole Disney, ABC. It's all that
Well, no, the only reason why Shannon Sharp didn't get fired is because he's big. He's bigger than Paul Pierce.
Facts.
Yeah,
and he's really good.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you're big enough.
Yeah, but you know what though, man? I don't like the hypocrisy of things, man.
Oh, I fucking can't stand it, obviously.
I'll give you an example of something right now.
Who are you talking to?
When Steve Nash got hired as the Nets coach, Stephen A. Smith was on air on ESPN talking about this is nepotism, it's white privilege, right?
Yep.
And then the Lakers coach, now years later, the guy, what's his name?
JJ Redick.
JJ Redick gets hired as a Lakers coach. He don't got no coaching experience.
Zero.
It should be the same thing.
Yeah.
But what he's related to somebody or something? Or
No.
is the nepotism?
No, JJ Redick
what I'm
got
saying is
co-signed by like LeBron.
Got it.
I'm just saying keep the same energy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
keep the same energy.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
It's a good old boys club.
Yeah, it's like
That's
so
all it
you
is.
because this is your friend, you're not gonna say the same thing you said about the other guy.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
like. That's why I
exactly
stopped
why.
watching. I don't even watch First Take anymore.
No, I don't fuck with it anymore.
Yeah, because I don't
either.
like get too many people keep coming in and out and all this like stuff off. I'm like, what is this?
And then
Have some consistency.
Skip Bayless left Fox too, huh? He's a
but-
free agent.
Yeah, but he left because his show went downhill after he got rid of Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, big time.
I mean, real downhill. The ratings were like plummeting
Horrible.
every week.
Yep.
JJ Redick has a message for Eric.
I really don't give a fuck.
I know.
I love JJ Redick, by the way.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
I'm a fan of JJ.
But
Redick
I'm with
myself.
Eric too. With
but I'm saying keep
Stephen A.
the
Smith.
same
Yeah,
energy.
same energy.
Me too.
Because
I just found out
we'll
who
see
he was.
we'll see what happens this year. Like I predict
He's
that
not set up for success.
He's not set up.
You have LeBron old as fuck. You have Bronny James there.
Not
like
very
that team's
good.
going downhill.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
don't have young. Yeah, it's not good.
Is this
You
like
know?
if Kevin was cuter? Is that what this is?
No, that beef. I hadn't seen this.
Oh, there's a follow up. He went to his house.
Yeah, he showed up at his house.
Oh shit!
What's
what
up,
happened?
young fella?
Oh, I gotta hear this.
Why?
What
So I rolled up to his house to see if we really had beef. Let's see what's going on.
With
It's
a
all
with a
staged,
camera
huh?
crew?
Yeah, it's all staged.
It's on site.
Neighbor,
Man, what the hell you doing that
They
for?
said-
I seen you last night.
they said we beefing, brother.
About what? I hope it's some more beef or some real steak
No,
ribeye.
I'm trying to tell people that we're neighbors and friends, and you're basically telling people like, "Hey, my man is doing all right in life."
Okay.
Last night.
Pause this.
That guy in the red hat, skinny fat.
Whole thing's weird.
His whole body's a nightmare.
No, check this out. Check this out. This is a thing where somebody sat them down and said,
The producers.
Yeah.
Hey, make this right.
Yep.
And you know who they talking to more?
The young buck.
The young buck. Because
he's
this
at
guy
fault,
right here,
yes.
this guy's like, I'm done.
Yeah, he's. I don't give a
I'm
fuck.
I
don't
can
need
never
this.
work again if I don't want to. And this guy was like, they were like, yeah, fix this.
It's so staged. She's like, "What's up, young buck?" He's heard there's some beef. He goes, "Then we better grill it up and serve it."
I'm surprised that there's not a camera already in the house.
Yeah, doing the cut.
The cut
yeah,
to the,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
That's hilarious.
I love what that dude. American Idol would do that all the time, where they'd be like,
Oh, I hate that
Oh, they're getting the tickets.
shit.
They're getting American. I said, this is staged.
They're in the house.
They're already in the house.
They're in the house.
When they're in the house, there's a setup.
I like
they
it,
There
though.
had to be lights and stuff.
I like it though.
No.
It still gets me.
Dude, hey, that's bitch shit. Hey.
Give it to them on both sides.
How could you vibe?
You guys are
and
the
like that
comics
shit?
being mean to me now.
How could you vibe?
We just talked about it.
How could you vibe and then be
You're
into
just
that
jealous,
shit?
Brandon.
Yeah, you're just jealous, and it never
Look at
works
this
out.
company man over here.